Okay, I'll say right now, I want to apologize to the Korean people. I was not aware of the significance of the statue. I was trying to get, you know what I mean? It was just entertainment. So to all the people of South Korea, I just want to apologize for what I've done, and I really did not mean to hurt your guys' pride this much. You guys are good people. You guys are great people.
Hey everybody, look, I know you all are tired of hearing about this guy, Johnny Somali. Trust me, I am too. I would be happy to never have to see his face again, hear about any of his pathetic stunts. Well, the thing is, we started covering this story and we've got to see it through, okay? There have been some recent developments. We know he has been in South Korea for several weeks and he has just really pissed off the entire nation. And he was getting away with it at first, but finally it started to catch up to him. I don't think he realized what he was getting himself into when he's decided to make South Korea his latest target. You know, he managed to squeak through in Japan. He managed to get out of Israel mostly unscathed. Well, in South Korea, he crossed certain lines and offended the people to such a degree that they were just not willing to put up with it anymore. So he has been physically assaulted 3 times at least. That's that we know of. And the last one was pretty brutal, and it was only getting worse. Basically, the whole nation was out to get him. Things kind of went quiet there for a while. The last thing that we really saw was him getting decked by that South Korean guy. Just decked him one time, floored old Johnny boy. Johnny was saved and escorted away by the police, but we did get reports that he was being he was barred from leaving the country because he's under investigation. At the time, we heard about, possible drug charges as well as assault charges. So like I said, there have been a couple of updates, and I came across an article. This is really, really short. I'm going to burn through it just to get you guys up to speed, okay? Johnny Somali faces criminal charges in South Korea for disruptive live stream stunts. Controversial live streamer Ramzi Khalid Ismail, widely known as Johnny Somali, is facing legal scrutiny in South Korea for his provocative behavior. A self-proclaimed sociopath, Somali frequently performs disruptive stunts designed to provoke public outrage, often involving offensive interactions with locals and racially insensitive remarks. His conduct has led to widespread online backlash and real-life confrontations, especially in Japan and South Korea, prompting South Korean authorities to take action. During his time in South Korea, Somali, 24 years old, live-streamed various incidents including acts of vandalism, public harassment, and repeated desecration of the World War II Comfort Women Memorial, a sensitive historical landmark. These actions have heightened tensions between Somali and South Korean citizens, sparking physical altercations and clashes with authorities. In response, local police reportedly detained Somali to shield him from mounting hostility among the public. According to South Korean news outlet Koreabu, Somali is now under investigation and faces a travel restriction imposed by South Korean law enforcement. He is being charged with disturbing public order, assault, trespassing, and potential drug-related offenses. If found guilty, he could face up to 10 years in prison. Further underscoring the backlash, Somali recently encountered a South Korean YouTuber with Special Forces background who confronted him over his actions. As investigations continue, Somali remains detained in South Korea, with authorities yet to announce a final verdict on his case. So the update that we're looking at here, guys, is essentially we're getting some reports, okay? Because like I said, there was mostly silence there for a few days, okay? So apparently he's still detained. He's still in South Korea. He's being investigated. There are several charges against him. And we have now learned that his potential penalty could be up to 10 years in prison. Well, now that shit is getting real for Johnny, he's, of course, going to do things to try to weasel his way out of it. And here's the thing. I mean, we all know about the little boy who cried wolf. Well, that little boy is Johnny. He gave his whole bogus apology in Japan.
皆さん、申し訳ありませんでした。
皆さん、sorry, my bad. Take 3.
And now he is apologizing to South Korea as well. Now, will they fall for it and let him off the hook? That is yet to be seen, but you can see his apology right here.
Okay, I'll say right now, I want to apologize to the Korean people. I was not aware of the significance of the statue. I was trying to get, you know what I mean? It was just entertainment. So to all the people of South Korea, I just want to apologize for what I've done, and I really did not mean to hurt your guys' pride this much. You guys are a good people, you guys are a great people, and for the most part, other than Mr. Navy SEAL here, I've had a great experience with a lot of the South Korean people, and it was not my intention to really hurt you guys, and I hope you guys can accept my apology. And I'm a young person, I want to grow as a man. I made a mistake, and I think when you make a mistake in life, you need to own up to it. So I apologize, you guys, and I will no longer talk about your statue or touch it ever again.
Of course, we can't predict the future, but if the past is any indicator of the future, then we've kind of already learned and seen that he'll say what he needs to say to wiggle his way out of real trouble, because right now he's facing potentially a decade in a South Korean jail. Now, losing a decade of your life in jail, now that's a pretty scary thought. All the fun and games and immature, disgusting antics, they take a backseat. The main thing, obviously, is to try to keep your freedom. So he's going to do everything he can to try to get out of this. He's going to play Mr. Nice Guy. Oh, I'm sorry. Now, will the South Korean authorities fall for it and just set him free to see where he goes next? Or will they actually hold him accountable for his actions? If the investigation shows that laws were broken, will he have to face the music, or will he get another get out of jail free pass? That's the question that we're looking at. If he does end up in a South Korean jail, I have to think that a lot of the inmates there will get wind of him and what he's done and why he's there. And you've got to keep in mind the things he did that offended all the South Korean citizens out in the public. Well, those same actions will offend the people in the jail as well, because just because they're in jail doesn't mean they don't love their country, doesn't mean they're not patriotic South Koreans. They will definitely be offended by what he has done, and things could get really ugly for him if he does have to go to jail. So we'll just have to wait and see how things play out. And when news drops, trust me guys, I'll be back here to let you all know, keep you in the loop. Let me know what you think about this situation in the comment section below. Stay here, stay tuned for more updates. Talk to you soon. Just a quick message from yours